communicate with the spirits that are here. If you, we thank you for all you've done and the presentations you've done in the past. If you would kindly move or slide the table so that we know you're here and have control of it, and from there we'll go ahead and start to initiate communication with any other spirits. We're going to introduce ourselves at the table. I'm Jim.
I'm Bob.
Susan.
Larry.
Michelle.
And we have a number of people in the room as well. And if there's a spirit that wants to connect with someone in the room, you can let us know that as well. So just slide or tip the table or move it in any direction so I know you have control of it, and we'll go from there on. And I'm sorry if we haven't used you recently. I think Florence has been out of practice for a little while. We're trying to get about. I know we've discussed this with the tables, and we are going to be keeping track and records and try to circulate the use around.
I think there's a struggle with more than one.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Right.
Yeah, but you think something's blocking Florence?
No, there's,
I think there's
Yeah.
other, like, there's 2 or 3 ripping away at this thing, like they want their turn now.
Okay, well, spirits, you have to work this through Florence. Florence has control of the table, and she's the moderator. So we'll try to get to all the spirits that want to present, but you have to let Florence exhibit control of the table, and then she'll help direct you up. We'll do our very best to get to everyone tonight. Florence, I'm sorry if you have to direct traffic tonight, but maybe we have some novices here that don't quite understand how all this works. You're a very strong and powerful spirit, and I know you'll work it out with the spirits. We do honor all the spirits that come forward with us, and we thank you for your diligence and willing to communicate with us, and we hope that you find yourself in friendly environs here. Our guests always are challenged to respect spirit. By the way, for everybody here, if it's the first time or not, you should always feel harmonic. In other words, uplifting. If you, for any reason, you feel yourself very anxious or even fearful, real negative, let us know immediately, because we're great. As we connect with the higher energies that we intend to, you shouldn't be filled with any kind of negative emotions or fears. Now, it might become emotional from us, that point of it. Come on, let's go, Florence.
Ricky, ask the spirit hovering over the table to move, please.
Okay, we have a spirit evidently hovering over the table. If that could move and let Florence have free reign here.
And we'll bring her through afterwards.
Real slightly.
But I don't think Florence has.
She's not in charge.
No.
No.
No, I think it's the lady.
Ma'am, could you please step back and let Florence come forward to the table? That way everybody gets a chance.
I'm here.
Yeah, it is minimal, but there's still a struggle with more than one spirit.
I'm not connected into anything right now.
Who's blocking? She's blocking, Ricky. Whatever's there is blocking. Want to break? And try again?
Okay, do we have the phasma box?
Yeah, we're trying to get it up right now.
Okay. Okay, let's break a second. Somebody start.
You're good till we're at-
Something is touching your back?
See, I keep getting the impression that there's a struggle going on between the spirit that wants to come from you and you.
Someone's touching my back. Touching my back when they're fighting.
Yeah, and once, just like when she.
You want to try a different table, Ricky, if you haven't used Florence in a while? Want to try Vivi? Or
Yeah,
the
let's-
other one?
Yeah. Back of that.
That's why I'm really.
Is that the one with the horses?
No, that's at my
Oh,
house.
okay. Who's that?
That's my road show team.
Who that is?
Yeah.
Who's that?
This is Jolene. And she works particularly with women, so maybe she'll key up.
You feel someone just like literally touching.
Is it not, that's not working?
I don't, you know what I get? When I get, if they're trying to get my attention, I feel this. I feel my chair actually. And one time my chair actually made
Okay.
a noise, like it moved on the floor like that. And I looked back because Steve was behind me and he heard it too.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
All right, we'll try here, same thing, so. So mark down Jolene, babe.
I am, honey.
All right, so Jolene, we're trying to get the communication started for tonight. I know you've done exceptional talking and communicating with women, and we have an impression that there's a woman in the room that is evidently very urgent with her message, and hopefully you'll be able to bring that through or help undo the block that we're currently experiencing. We'll introduce ourselves. I'm Jim,
Bob?
Susan,
Larry,
Michelle.
and with that said, Jolene, can you slide or move the table to let us know you have control of it? And then we'll see if we can connect to the spirits that are here wanting to come forward.
Something's turning, I'm gonna pull that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like it's trying.
Come on, Jolene, she's a very strong spirit. There we go. All right. Hello, spirit.
Is it too loud?
That's who's the lady here at the table?
There are a whole bunch of names.
We need you to allow Jolene to take control of the table, and she'll direct all of you. Please trust us that we're telling you the truth. What is causing the block of energy tonight? Who's causing the block of energy?
I've heard something, but I know what
Come on, we very eagerly want to be able to communicate with all of you spirits, but we have to have cooperation. Of course, we need your permission, and we need your assistance in all of this. Did somebody just hit my chair?
Yeah, Deb.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
I'm uncomfortable.
Okay, well, try to let your inhibitions down. If you're frightened by any of this, or this is new to you, communicate with the other spirits in your presence, and they'll reassure you.
Feel right?
We do all this with acknowledgement of the Lord.
Anybody hear me without?
So this is for higher energies, and we wish to learn from you lessons of life and the eternity. And this is an open exchange. I gotta ask you, are you upset that we changed the color in the back room? I know. Okay, are you upset that we changed the color in the back room from green to blue? I know we should have asked in advance. I guess we were just anxious to get the work in. We will consult you going forward. Did that say I'm the owner?
Yeah,
That's what I.
that's what I heard, yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry if we didn't consult with you. Do you like it? This is new for us. We're not.
It's not too bad.
Okay. Because we were told you were all sort of neutral on it. Well, please come forward tonight to allow us to communicate.
I will. Said I will.
Okay, Jolene, can you bring forth the spirit for us?
Hey, Rick. I'm gonna let Jen stay and then try Emma.
Okay.
Oh, we're trying Emma? No, I'll just try this one.
Okay, try this one. All right.
You want to take my place or no?
I don't.
Okay, so we have my sister at the table now, Jennifer. Please come forward, Jolene. Let me knock again. So come forward and let us know you have control of the
Who's
table.
crying?
Okay, starting to get a little
Someone's
mixed here.
crying.
Is Bernadette around? That was from last week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There was a spirit that said her name was Bernadette Moore. It's Anna.
Okay. Does someone here know an Anna? No. Anna? Are you at the table now?
I think it might be, you're saying we have an Ann? Wait a minute, and Larry, do you have an Ann?
Ann?
No. So, Spirit, are you here for Susan? If you are, move the table to Susan. Okay, so somebody's here for Susan. Is, okay, can you bring the table back down? Yeah, but I don't wanna. Okay, we're gonna, I think there's a whole bunch around here now. It's starting to finally get the flow going.
Can we maybe turn that down a little bit? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it's
Just
distracting.
press the volume button down a few times.
And then there's a little swish thing to this. Who's got this personality?
What's wrong? She's trying to.
Ask what breed that is, and ask if it's a male or female.
Hey, Spirit, can you set the table back down so we could ask you another question, please? Thank you. Okay. Are you a female spirit?
How are we discerning between yes and no answers?
Oh, movement is yes. I'm sorry, hon. No is a flat table. Or they don't know. Okay, I'm sorry.
So you're good.
Right
No,
here.
you're good. You're
Okay.
absolutely good.
Were you, was this female spirit the spirit hovering over the table earlier? When we were trying to get something going with Florence? No, so that's something else.
I don't think that spirit's related to anybody in the room.
Okay, so, yeah, this is definitely for Susan.
So we need to find out who it is.
Did they acknowledge that it was?
The only Anne that I know of was great grandmother, and I never met her. She died when I was born.
Ask him.
Is this my family member, Ann Meady? Yeah. And where did you,
Yeah, you gotta ask a yes or no, honey. So you have to ask, were you?
were you alive before I was born? Did you die the year I was born, I should say?
Okay.
Okay,
Now you're
What
saying,
did she just say?
so you died in the 1970s. Yes.
No, you know, you did meet it, you just don't know it.
So, that's it, that's it. So, Ann,
Okay.
we're
that make
we're gonna
sense?
clarify this, Susan. Spirits have told us how often times before our new mortal spirit comes to earth in the family, we are held in the pre-existence by it, okay?
That's, so yes, you did need to. That would like,
What's her name?
Ann.
Ann.
And
So you're greeting your, if that's granddaughter or great-granddaughter?
great-granddaughter.
You're greeting the great-granddaughter that you held, okay? So she passed before you were born, correct? Okay.
I have her picture on the table.
Ask her to,
Do you
ask
know
her
her
three,
birth month by any chance? No.
okay, ask her where in your house that picture is and give her some choices.
There you go.
Okay? You can do 2 or 3 or 4, whatever.
And I have your picture in my house. Is it in the living room? Is it in my bedroom? Is it,
Is that correct?
no. It's in the dining room.
That's what you were getting ready to ask, weren't you?
Is
Yeah,
the dining room next?
Yes.
Okay.
She
Maybe
knows.
she preempted.
yeah.
Ask her something else that she can know. I don't know. Do you have anything else of hers?
I have some items that were her daughter's, my grandmother's.
Oh, okay, well then let's go with her daughter's name.
Okay.
So ask her to identify her daughter's name.
And could you please say your daughter's name?
She's going to give you a couple choices. As she says that name, if that is your daughter's name, would you please slide the table to Susan?
My turn, so.
My turn.
No, in a minute, in a minute.
Was it Patricia? Was it Stacy? Was it Audrey?
Is that correct? Wow, okay.
All right, so thank you for, it's just the way we try to identify the spirit. So we really appreciate you coming forward for that.
It's got one somewhere, someone's got it.
Is there,
I got a spirit that's coming through, that, it's not this one,
Right.
that it could be anyone in this room, that they're saying that they'll know them by, because they used to thread popcorn, like,
No.
on a string to go around a Christmas tree. Has anyone had anyone in the family that used to do that?
My babysitter did that a long time ago.
Is she dead?
Yeah.
She's alive?
I know she passed of cancer probably 15, 20 years ago.
Your grandmother did that?
No, this was my babysitter. One of my
Babysitter.
babysitters.
Oh, wow.
Ask him if,
Whoever it is, they're here,
Okay.
because they wouldn't, until I mentioned it. They strung popcorn around the Christmas tree.
Ann, did you have a message for Susan? Or did you want to convey an idea or anything? Would you like to give your great-granddaughter a hug? Oh, yeah, I
I
figured
would
she'd
love
do
that. You can hug me anytime.
Were you, Ann, were you the spirit that touched Susan when she was sitting here at the table?
Are you with your daughter Audrey? Do you see her? That makes me happy.
Anything else?
Who wants more?
Once more.
Yeah, so told me they'll know, the person will know who I am with the popcorn string. Okay.
I think it's him that says we're done with
Are those new
Can't move
people?
the table.
Did they say they can't move the table?
Yes. I can't move the table.
Is it stuck? Ann, are you still with us?
Yeah, I think the new one wants to come through. She's a
Yeah.
very patient one.
Okay, so this is a young a female, correct?
Yeah, She was a female. Her name was, do you want her
Sound
name?
like a female.
I was just looking at her picture
Yeah,
today.
you can,
Do you
well,
want
I,
a
Really?
letter or anything like that?
Put that down, Bob. She was just Susan was just.
I was
looking at
gonna
Ann's
ask you
picture.
if you had been
today.
talking about her or
I
something.
talk to her picture all the time because I
Wow.
never met her. I have her picture next to my grandmother's picture.
Wow. Oh, she.
Now,
Oh,
Good Lord.
so do we have a spirit here for Larry?
Okay, hang on,
Okay.
the babysitter's waiting.
Yeah.
To the babysitter that's here, can you just wait and we'll get to you, I promise?
I thought that.
Because we have a spirit now
So
for
is this a
Larry.
female spirit?
She's
Well-
strong. I think she's like, I'm sick of waiting.
She an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, shit.
Do you know who it is, Larry? And it's a female.
Spell her name.
Sounded like it said
Okay,
son.
let's,
That sounded like it said son.
Son.
Yeah, like son, like
Is it your
child.
mom? Is your mom passed?
no. Your mom's passed?
Oh, it is. There you go. That is his mom.
So you said you thought you heard son on the phasma box?
Yeah.
Are you sure your mom didn't drink popcorn?
We have the owner of that. She had a great. Yeah.
Steve,
She
just in
is.
case.
Is that same spirit with the string of popcorn? Did you make popcorn balls too?
We have his mom.
Yeah, his mom too.
Yeah, it's like one at a time here.
If
They
this
don't
is
like it.
Larry's mom, can
Go
go away.
away. Yeah.
I think she wants to talk.
That may have been
I
three.
think that's another spirit. Do
Did
you,
your mother
do you have a
go through
message
last
for
time
your
we did
son?
this?
No.
It was your dad?
No.
Okay. I don't know if they're talking and it's different, like she's coming through and that's a different spirit.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that again. If this is Larry's mother's spirit, do you have a message for Larry?
Where you are?
I heard 24. That's what I heard. Yeah, I
Is
don't
that
know.
significant?
Yeah, is there anything? It might not be her though, it might be another spirit, right? What's your mom's name?
Well, I'd rather see.
Oh, okay, okay, you can ask in your head. You don't have to ask out loud.
This one did like, his name's on the A, his name's on the B.
Okay, okay, we want to tap into Larry's mother's spirit. So, ma'am, if you would, we're going to do the alphabet. What did she say?
Yes.
Yes, okay. We're going to do the alphabet, and when we get to the letter that pertains to your first name, would you please move the table to Larry? Do you understand what I'm asking? Okay. So, was that an A? Was that a B? Was that a C? Was that a D? Was that an E? Was that an F? There's a comment. Was that a G? Is that an H? Is that an I? J? K? L? M? N? O? P? Q? R?
I can stop you right there.
We passed it.
Because I went through all the women in my, who are deceased and passed all the letters. So
Okay.
You're not making it clear. I don't know if they, don't listen to that, ask her.
Was it a
Just let
B?
first out of her first name, because I think you're talking to them and she's here. So ma'am, are you still with us? Larry's mom, are you still with us? You see what I'm saying? They don't know what you're asking to spell. I think there's confusion.
Okay.
Okay, so do we still have Larry's mom with us? Okay, wonderful. So
Okay.
ma'am, if we asked you to spell your name, give us the first letter of your first name, could you help us with that? Because we don't know you.
Let me try like I did last time.
Okay, perfect, you got it.
Does your first name start with A? Does your first name start with B? Does your first name start with C? Does your first name start with D? Does your first name start with E? Does your first name start with F?
Is that correct? Okay, there you go. That's confusion, that's
So
different from this.
I must have been confusing them.
No,
It's called choice.
Aw.
That's all right.
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry for confusing you,
Just say
spirits.
hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Welcome, what's her name? Can you tell us her name now?
Flora, but she went by Flo.
Okay, Flo, well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Hoover House.
Last time I was here,
Did you say fluff?
No.
Oh, fluff.
Like the progressive.
That's what I was looking at.
Flo.
Okay, fluff.
Are you with Dad right now?
Just ask if she's with him.
You said right now.
Right, yeah,
So
exactly.
that's
she-
probably,
It probably means no now in this moment in time, whatever the time is, but ask just generic.
have she recently been around you?
Have you been with Dad recently?
I got all the time.
So last time I was here, it was like 2 years ago. She died in 2010. 2020. My father died in 2010. And he said she was with him, but she couldn't talk. She couldn't come through. So now she can come.
See, believe it or not, they constantly talk, there's work on the other side. You know, you're not flitting around playing a harp and watching clouds go by. And sometimes they're out, and that could be close with another relative, helping, you know what I mean, intervening for the family, interceding with the family. So they, at that exact moment in time, they may not be, you know, so sometimes a lot of people get alarmed, but it's not that, it's not like there's a separation there. It's just, did I get that right, spirits? Did I explain that right? Okay.
She said you did. They don't know what you're talking about.
I'm screwed. I think it's a B word first.
Huh?
Did we find out why your mother couldn't talk last time?
You said something like she wasn't, because it was 2000.
It was too recent? Okay, so she hadn't fully
Yeah.
transitioned.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My father can hear loud and clear.
So, Flo, are you still with us, hon? Okay.
She's not done.
So, we are assuming now that you have fully transitioned, is that correct? Okay. And so, both you and your husband are together in your intended glory, correct?
Ask if she's the one in our house.
Oh, yeah. Mom, have you been at our house?
She said be a little more specific.
Okay.
Because she's presented to you in a spot a couple times, if that makes sense. There's an area of the house that she's at a lot of times. I don't know where it is, but
It's upstairs. It's
Okay.
upstairs, somewhere upstairs. Have you been upstairs? Have you been in Rachel's room? Have you been in my room? Have you been in Jordan's room?
Yeah, she's with your children a lot.
Yeah.
She's with your children a lot.
Ask if she's the one who threw the picture.
Mom, question for you. About a month ago, did you throw the plaque that I got for Nancy against the wall?
What was that about?
Yeah, she don't like that?
Was that,
You
was
don't
that a
know?
bit of jealousy? She's not
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
How do you ask this no question?
Was the plaque thrown out of anger or jealousy? Anger, tip the table, jealousy, leave it down.
They don't have that over there.
Yeah, they
You
generally
know,
don't.
They
That's-
usually don't, so all the crazy stuff
Yeah,
here.
that's.
But maybe, okay, so Flo, can I ask you a question? Was it to make them very aware of their presence?
Just said, hey, Jen.
Yeah, like, okay, guys, you're not getting that I'm here, so I'm gonna make sure you do. So it has nothing to do with that plaque about you, sweetheart. It's just y'all needed a Godsmack, and she gave it to you. I mean, seriously, right?
We all need that.
Yeah.
Are you with everyone in the family, Lydia, and me, and Phil, and the kids, and Nancy? Are you with Grandma Rose and Grandma Gertie and Grandpa?
I don't want this to sound like I'm soliciting for the Hoover House, because I'm not. But she wants, I just had a real clear message that. Right. I just had a real clear message that from like the last time and the fact that you went out of the way to come back up and stuff, that meant a lot to her. That you were sort of reaching out to recommunicate with her again. And she was really touched by that gesture.
I got it. When you, Mom, when you passed, did you come through the house at the time of your passing?
Ask her if she came to say goodbye.
Did you come to say goodbye when you passed the house?
That's what it was.
Now, you were not present when your mom passed.
Not with her.
Okay. But she wants you to know that's all cool.
Because of COVID.
No, that's, she wants you to, right.
Her way, that's
She wants you to know she had plenty company and she had loved ones and family around. Your dad was, so she didn't want you to, be upset by that.
It sounds good.
It does? Wow, that's neat.
It sounds like it, right?
Was that her laughing?
Sound like it's a turkey
Was
foot.
that her laughing?
Yeah,
Turkey foot?
I've heard turkey foot, and I've heard stinky foot, something about foot. Something.
Does Larry's shoes stink?
Do they? Do they really? Mom.
She's a real jokester.
She can't get sense anymore.
Hey, honey.
Hey, honey.
Aw.
I know.
That you love her.
I love you and
You miss her.
I miss you. Hope you're always around me and Nancy and the family. Look out for Jordan and Rachel.
She does. You keep her busy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She's a very busy woman making sure things are good with her family, here and there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's what she did. in
Well, I
Dubai.
want to thank you for coming through for Larry this evening, and also that we were able to feel some of your energy and presence, and want you to know you're always welcome here. If situations dictate and they're visiting, you're always welcome to come through, and we actually extend that invitation to you and their family members. So I wanna thank you on their behalf.
Can I get a hug before?
I can name Louise.
Is there a spirit here for Michelle? If there is, please move the table to Michelle.
Popcorn lady can't be able to keep skipping her.
What, honey? Yeah, maybe you think we can pull the popcorn lady in?
Okay, well, is the popcorn lady here?
Yeah.
Okay.
She has a message for him.
Probably.
So, we won't ask her name, but. I'm sorry, what's your name again, hon?
Dan?
Dan.
Do you know the lady's name? The popcorn lady?
Yeah, yeah.
Sue, I think it
So,
is.
ma'am, are you here to give Dan a message? I know you've waited patiently, and you're the lady with the popcorn and the Christmas tree, correct? Okay. Do you want to come in here?
He wants to, you get my place.
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. So we're gonna ask Dan to come to the table, and you can talk with him. Would you like that? Okay, awesome. So Larry's exiting, you can let go on you, it's okay.
He's like, do I break
It's like
the
a
circle?
chain. Okay, dear, come on in.
What's happening now?
Oh, she's okay, she's like, finally.
All right.
Skip said, why are you skipping? Why are you skipping?
So we'll go around and just reintroduce ourselves, so try to keep some collective thought here. So I'm Jim.
I'm Jen.
Dan?
So, welcome, thank you for waiting patiently.
So we have a lady that we referred to as the popcorn lady here for Dan, is that correct? If it is, please move the table over to Dan. You don't have to be bashful. It must have been important, he must have wanted to connect with Dan. So he's here.
She'd like us to start referring to her as a formal name and not the popcorn lady.
Okay. And what- no, no.
Okay, well, he can even ask if it's her or.
Yeah, okay.
he can-
Yeah, try to.
Teresa, is this you?
There you go.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to insult you
Yeah.
by referring to you. That's weird, I kept hearing Teresa, but that's our mother. And I didn't know if that was interference.
How long has she been gone?
Long time.
It's 15, 20 years.
So, is this a memory you have of Christmas time with this?
Well, she used to be my babysitter. So
Oh, okay, okay.
Was she like a second mom almost to you? Like, not necessarily in age-wise, but like as far as caretaking goes? She said yes.
Maybe, possibly, I guess.
To her, was it to you, Teresa? You felt like he was kind of, Yeah.
Did she have her own children, Teresa?
Yes.
Okay.
but you felt like he was almost a son? Yeah, did you know that? Dan, did you know that ever?
I
We
think,
were
I
pretty
think,
close when she was.
Is that why she's
she
here?
meant, she meant more, Dan meant more to her than he.
What was aware of, yeah. And Teresa, is that why you wanted to come through? Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, you are?
So you, Teresa, you've crossed over Good.
Does name Johnny mean anything to anyone? Johnny?
Uh,
Are you with Jake now?
I might have a John, but you said Johnny.
Well, I was getting Johnny or that's what sounds like.
I'll wait till this
You
thing's
know,
out.
sometimes people in our lives, we don't really realize the importance of that relationship or interaction. It could be really
Sounds like a foreign
just
language.
one thing, but it meant something to them. And I kind of just keep going, she really wanted you to know that you're special to her. Even though you might not have felt that way or known it.
That was interesting though, that she brought the representation of Steve, with, you know, like that sort of,
Who said wisdom?
Just sit there and you go to box.
oh,
Okay, that, not box.
Do you have a memory or something that you can verify, like you and her would know something you all should do that? Either do it in your head, give her some options, was it this, or this? Remember, it has to be yes or no. And you can ask it in your head, and if the table acknowledges the correct answer, you just verify that. Is that right? Is that correct?
Was it flattering or embarrassing?
You have to
can't-
do one or the other.
One or the other, yeah.
Like,
That's
She
right.
was starting to answer it.
It started to go and stuff.
What the thought I was having wasn't flattering? Was it embarrassing for you?
Does that make sense?
Is Beth with you? Beth Pennington, your daughter?
You said yes. Yep.
So Beth has passed?
Relaxing.
Was it drug related?
Did you know
I knew that. She was had a time with harder drugs to it.
She crossed.
Right.
Daughter crossed. I said,
Has Beth crossed?
oh, good.
Has Jake crossed?
That's their permission. Was that her brother,
No,
Jake?
that was for the one I mentioned, last mentioned.
Oh,
So, is Jake still here with us?
Teresa, did Jake cross over?
is Jake dead?
Yeah, he's dead. Has Jake passed? Yes, he was last. You know, would she know, maybe?
She might not know, she may
Yeah,
not have
she may
seen
not.
it.
Teresa, is it that you don't know whether Jake has crossed? Okay, so she doesn't know. Sometimes an unresponsive, they just don't know.
I already did. Wow. Did you hear that?
And it could very well be that he has, but they're untold, and she may not be aware of his presence.
He just died less than 6 months ago.
Okay, so he may be in transition, see, that may be it. Okay.
Did he help enable her with her drug situation? No, okay. You okay, hon? You getting some emotion?
Choked up a little.
Like you can't breathe?
Yeah.
to, it's okay
can
to
break,
break.
honey.
I mean, but a lot of times they'll represent to you how they were like at the time of passing, and it can be uncomfortable.
Do you know
Yeah,
what he,
doctor says.
do you know what he passed from?
He was sick.
Jake, were you having breathing problems before you passed? Oh, we don't have him here, never mind.
I wonder if Teresa knows.
No, because she's unaware of.
If you passed her, that's all.
Teresa, do you know what happened when Jake died? She does. She just doesn't know where he's at. Was he having breathing problems? Oh crap, there you go. He's kind of presenting what
He's
happened.
had breathing problems ever since I've been alive.
Wow. Thank you for helping us with that. Yeah.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
We had a young lady who was killed by being ejected from a car and thrown in front of a truck and hit, and she nailed me one night at the table.
Stomach crushing.
And I literally just screamed and jumped up from the table. It was
Yeah, if it
the
gets too
worst.
much, honey, you can
So,
break.
yeah,
I mean, we appreciate them helping us with that, but not that way.
yeah.
Always, you know.
They'd like to do that though, a lot of times.
I don't think she's done.
Wow.
Would this be the one of the last people you think would come through? Oh, she's saying, she's answering for you, yeah.
I wonder if she has something to tell John.
Do you have a message for my mother or father?
Ask it one at a time.
Do you have a message for my mother?
Is this your mom's really, really good friend?
They were fairly close for a long time, my mother and my father.
Do you want to give us that message through the Phasma box? Or you could impart that message with one of the empaths here. Thank you.
Okay, I asked her something. Did you ask David? Okay.
No.
I asked her if the message to your mom was that she wanted her to know how much she really did love and care about you and watch it over. Do you have an extra card? You have an extra card you need?
Can I ask Teresa a question? Teresa, this is Susan. Are you happy in heaven?
Yeah, we did.
Thank you. Like sunshine.
Teresa, are you still with us? Well, thank you for coming through, Teresa. Appreciate that message. Ah. Mary asked if you wanted to speak. Is there another spirit here
It sounds
for us
like
that would
another
like to
language,
come
I'm not
through?
really sure what language. I thought it was French at first.
So, who's this for?
No,
No,
this is
Jolene.
Jolene.
I'm sorry, Jolene. So, Jolene, is there somebody, is the spirit for somebody at the table? Is it for someone in the room? It's your son. It's your son.
Do you want to
wanna have Emma for that? I don't think
So
Jolene would mind.
Jolene, I'm gonna ask a huge favor. We're gonna bring our mom to the table, but I'm gonna ask Emma to be the table tipping. Would you be okay with that? Okay, so now we're gonna switch tables, honey. Don't be funny, okay? This is just a-
You guys okay, or do you
I'm
need a
fine.
break?
I'm fine.
Okay, you okay?
Yeah.
Give her tissue. Oh, you got, I should have done.
It does.
I just didn't wanna-
Take a little out of you.
Thank you.